when try to make some content out of me, and we supposed to be on the same team, it's fuck for life, dead homies. It ain't no more exposures with me. Neighborhood Crip.
Guys, the entire block is surrounded. They will not let me come home. We have an entire police force outside.
He was trying to clutch on me. So at the end of the day, I was like, I have to respect this because he is who he is. You get what I'm saying? Because I heard about, you know, certain things that he been doing. And then I was like, I'm going to still f him up though in a moment. But it just happened. And the crazy part about it, when the story happened,
then you went to go, then he had something big hanging off his hip after that for the rest of the night.
Bricc thought I'd try to.
Few minutes later,
paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation.
Hey, Bricc Baby! Nah, pause. But Bricc Baby, I ain't gonna hold you, homie. You might have should have told Big U and Luce.
Let me out.
That ass broke us, like, for real, man. Getting hit with a RICO right after the no jumper interview this morning is crazy. And I know on surface level, so I'm gonna say HeartBreak Ace. Gang members getting hit with a RICO is normal. Unfortunately, yeah, on surface level. I'm gonna break down why that's kind of spooky. Spin a block. Man, you already know how I do it, baby. I'm a pimp with a capital P, baby. You know how I go. Like, you know, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know what I mean? Like, man. Hey, man, you know, I'm about to get ready in a minute, man. You know I do the Wavy Trap So News, man. So, you know, I ain't even got my blades on, nothing. I ain't got my tie on. But you know, the news gonna get heard. I'm gangster like that, man. You know, I'm P with a capital P, man. I gotta keep it playing no matter where I go, baby. Now, you tell that mug, you better have my money. Now, I had you on the corner for 5 hours now. You ain't gonna be coming back with $500. No, shawty, no, shawty. You already know it's clean. You know I got my half 5K or better now. That's what I told her. I sure did. Man, hold on, man. Keep calling me. What? Huh?
Yes, we live right now.
We live. So they heard. We have a technical difficulties on the channel, but this is yours truly, HeartBreak Ace. Give us a second. We go to commercial break. We'll be right back with you. Spin the block. You just got a little part, you know what I'm saying? Welcome to Wavy News Break, where you get the most trending topics and the hottest street news of the culture in 15 minutes or less. Now, I'm your host, founder, CEO, and entertainer of this thing that we got rolling called Wavy News Break. Now, who we spilling the tea or spilling the Gatorade on today? Well, let's find out. Spin the block. Now, unless you on Cloud 10, under a rock for real, how you heard the mother word? I'm thankful that you did me wrong, cause now I got it right, I promise you gon' miss me gone. I done seen it all like the first picture phone. They wishing on my downfall with the wishing bone. Wavy HeartBreak Gang, Wavy HeartBreak Gang. Now, you should know by now, yours truly, HeartBreak Ace. And you know this is Wavy News Break. And y'all read the title, and y'all saw part of the intro. I'm making it a joking matter, but in situations like this, it ain't a joking matter. But if you get caught, y'all know the rules of the streets, man. And if you don't know, kids, I'm here to tell you the #1 rule, like Jeezy told us, don't get caught. Now, it's just been recently hit. Like, I literally just told you, it happened this morning from the time of me making this video, man. Nipsey Hussle OG, big homie, Big U, Bricc Baby from No Jumping. I'm pretty sure y'all know who he is. Him and Wack 100 been beefing, but they work on the same podcast, whatever you want to call it, together on No Jumper with Adam 22. Y'all already know the conflict and stuff that come with that. Poetic Flacco, he rock with them too. But it's Big U, Bricc Baby, and Luce Cannon. Luce Cannon also, even though he on the other side of the fence, he's rolling 60s, like Nipsey Hussle was, and like Big U is. Big U supposed to be the big homie. Wack 100 is cool. Well, was cool with Luce Cannon. But recently, I want to say yesterday, the feds did like bust in on Luce Cannon house. No bullshit.
The entire block is surrounded. They will not let me come home. I have an entire police force outside. Oh my God. When my husband is home, I'm just praying that he's okay. They won't let me through. I'm not telling them anything. I don't know what to do. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Try to make some content out of me, and we supposed to be on the same team. It's fuck for life, dead homies. It ain't no more exposures with me. Neighborhood Crip, you better stay with your guns. Do talking and stuff like that, and I'm with everything. Y'all know that. Do something, because I get cracking. Dead homies, 600, you could get a fade. Wack is gonna get a fade. All that. We don't have to do all the content. You wanna bring your squad? I'll bring my squad. Hey, let's do it. This is what y'all trying to make it.
Now, all right, Chet, I exaggerated. I said yesterday, but basically what I'm trying to tell y'all is it was no more than a week ago when the feds just did that. And in results of that, a long-time relationship got ruined. And who I'm talking about? Wack 100 and Luce Cannon. Now, the weird thing about all of this is that Luce Cannon is rolling 60. He tied in with Big U. Big U tied in to Nipsey Hussle. Big U and Luce Cannon fell off with each other because of the situation with Nipsey Hussle. Because a lot of people said that Big U pulled a hit out on Nipsey Hussle. Luce Cannon went on No Jumper show and he expressed his feelings about that. And they ain't really been seeing eye to eye ever since, even though that's the OG, the big homie to all of them. And the problem with that is Wack 100 also, y'all know Wack 100, he works on No Jumper. Now, Wack 100 and Big U used to be like this. You can check one of my videos previous, just scroll on my playlist to Have You Heard a Word, and you will find me. I broke down this whole story already. But they was longtime friends and they fell apart with each other. And when they fell apart with each other, they been clashing ever since. And Wack 100, the whole thing was this nigga gonna get locked up because this nigga's sloppy and he had something to do with Nipsey getting hit. He was saying it without saying it. And mind you, Wack 100 found a lot of time to basically disrespect Nipsey Hussle. He ain't never really rock with him like that. He don't understand why people even treat him like a legend, this and that. But I ain't want to put no shade on Nipsey Hussle's name. Rest in peace. But anyway, when they started beefing, after that interview with Luce Cannon, when he was speaking his differences against Big U, him and Wack 100 got closer and they started clicking. They started making the show called The Exposed. They started exposing people. It recently just happened when somebody tried to come check Wack 100. Luce Cannon took him amongst himself but beat him up, and it was been proven on video. I can't show that on YouTube because he had violence, guns and stuff involved or whatever. And they became close and they tied in together. But like I just showed y'all, Luce Cannon getting hit with the feds and him and Wack 100 clashing. Wack 100 also clashes with Bricc Baby, which also work on No Jumper Show. And they never really catch each other. But Bricc Baby had issues with Luce Cannon. But that clip from No Jumper from the beginning, matter of fact, y'all ain't see it yet. Spin a block.
It's like, cause he'll be like, he'll manipulate things. Like, we'll go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, you know, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the fuck they get that? Oh, well, we're gonna just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cause it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns, and when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like he was doing like shit like that, and I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because
I'm his high tech shit.
I'm his right hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right?
Many months later,
he was trying to clutch on me. So at the end of the day, I was like, I have to respect this because he is who he is. You get what I'm saying? Because I heard about, you know, certain things that he been doing. And then I was like, I'm gonna still f him up though in a moment. But it just happened. And the crazy part about it, when the story happened,
then you went to go. Then he had something big hanging off his hip after that for the rest of the night.
Quick side note, chat. Before you even ask the question, I'm gonna answer it. No, I ain't one of no widows that be changing clothes mid-video, trying to be on some cute shit. Far from it. But I wear many hats. Plus, I'm a dedicated father. And that's the reason why I had to, like, this is a edit of the video. That's what this is. I was gonna upload it, and then I'm glad I didn't, because more shit been coming out about this same exact story anyway. So what you want me to do? I'm sorry. Not sorry. But like I was saying, now them niggas piece it up. And what's crazy about that, because that's the first time they saw each other face to face. Because for a long time, they've been trying to like clash with each other because they had problems with each other. Luce Cannon and Bricc Baby, that is, as in the Who's. And they never, even though they both work on No Jumper, they never clashed. Same thing with Wack 100 and Bricc Baby. And a lot of people kept saying that Bricc Baby was soft, he was a bitch. Well, Luce Cannon just said he wasn't. And you can say what you want. The nigga talk funny, the nigga talk slow. He talk like he something wrong with him, whatever. That nigga, Luce Cannon, is a problem out there in the streets for real. I can tell you that part. And last time I checked, some niggas are silent killers. He don't give a fuck how the nigga talk, dog. Cause a bullet gonna make all the noise for that nigga. You heard? But anyway, now they all want to piece it up and be cool. And it makes sense because both of them from the same set, rolling 60s. So they squash their beef on air and all of that. And they want to basically do Wack 100, which is the blood, like motherfucking smoking. For real. Like, I ain't even gonna hold you. And you heard motherfucking damn Bricc Baby. Niggas is gangsters, but they very not intelligent. Niggas talking about just trying to big up his fellow Crip. Talking about, yeah, man, you remember and you came up with the big thing on your shirt, ha ha ha, on camera. Like, y'all niggas do so much talking. Y'all talk more than the thought. Real talk. Y'all talk more than the K thoughts in my comments. Matter of fact, because I promise you, anytime I say something about Kendrick, the K bots and the K thoughts. Get the, and it don't hurt my feelings. I actually love it. I ain't gonna do nothing to roast you back. or I might not pay you attention because I might be busy making another video or doing something again. Like I said, many hats. Subscribe, by the way, if you haven't. Like, it's free. But anyway, this is what we got going on. But before we get up out of here, man, I guess it's the prosecutors or whoever, because right after that motherfucking video of Mr. Talk a Lot, Bricc Baby, like I said, you should have told the nigga get out of the car. Should have.
Let me out.
Should have. Like, for real. But he didn't want to do that. So, anyway, right after they left that interview, like, right after they stepped their ass out of the no jumper video. You hear me? Right after that, the feds, the ultimate, what should we call them? Because they can't be pigs, because they bigger than the cops, pause. The rump roast, whatever, they swooped them up. Literally right after they walked their asses up out of that same interview, from that same clip. Now, before I give you my little thoughts on this, I'm going to just let you hear some of what they charged them with and how they came up to this indictment, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm trying to give it to you 15 minutes or less. I mean, this is Wavy News Break. I see the op. Spin the block.
As I said, Mr. Henley is a widely known leader within the rolling 60s. He rose to prominence in that gang decades ago, and he has since been a fixture on the internet, talk shows, and podcasts, all things that law enforcement have looked at closely as part of this investigation. He has maintained the image of an entertainment industry entrepreneur running a music label, and of somebody who gives back to the community here in Los Angeles, funding a South LA-based charity, developing options, which purports to help at youth risk escape gang life and escape the perils of gangs in high crime areas. The facts alleged in the complaint paint a very different picture. It is one of a murderer, a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and the criminals that enabled him. For example, Mr. Henley engaged in a murder of a musician signed to his label in 2021 and dumped the victim's body in Las Vegas off of the I-15 freeway. He then attempted to evade and obstruct the investigation into the murder, including ordering witnesses not to speak with law enforcement. Henley's criminal enterprise also engaged in other crimes, including transporting prostitutes across state lines, extorting strip clubs, marijuana dispensaries, and other businesses, and fraudulently applying for COVID loans in the form of a business relief loan. On that application, Mr. Henley falsely stated that his music label, Unique Music, operated at a $200,000 profit in 2019 and was entitled to government assistance, despite the reality that the company had operated at a loss and was ineligible for such relief. Finally, Mr. Henley is accused of embezzling donations made by celebrities, professional athletes, and businesses to his charity, Developing Options, which, as I said, purports to give South LA at-risk youth alternatives to gang violence, drugs, and other criminal activity. Henley used this charity as a front. He used it to conceal his fraudulent activities, his criminal enterprises activities, and evade detection from law enforcement. If convicted on the racketeering conspiracy, he and his co-conspirators face approximately a 20-year federal prison sentence.
This is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family.
I mean, look, I'm gonna say this. Before I say anything, I actually rock with Wack 100. I actually like Luce Cannon. I don't have nothing to do with their politics, even though I am from their culture as well. But I'm on the side of Wack 100 as far as repping. But anyway, that's another story. But listen, I like both them niggas. Pause. Bricc Baby goofy ass too. It's entertainment. I'm not looking at what they bang or none of that. I ain't in Cali. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got nothing to do with that. You feel me? And they was linked in at one point anyway. But I'm gonna say this here, right here. At least for Wack, I don't think Wack no snitch. People want to be texting the phone like I ain't making a video. But anyway, I don't think Wack no snitch, but he definitely a dry snitch. He always, even when he call himself doing the exposures on the clubhouse and all that, he always got information that he be telling that we don't know. What do you call that? Especially when it's on street niggas. What do you call that? That's the definition of dry snitching. So when you do the exposures, clubhouse shit, Wack 100, you a gangster. You shouldn't be associated with no type of snitching. But you definitely is a dry snitcher. Sandpaper shit. Like your lips should have been made of sandpaper, my guy. I'm sorry to say that, because I rock with you. I rock with you. I'm sorry to say that, but it's the proof is in the pudding. It's in the pudding. Now, as far as Big U, I mean, you got your own little homies. Nipsey Hussle, Luce Cannon. All them niggas didn't fuck with you. And you was the big homie. So, we gonna say Nipsey and them niggas wasn't real? We gonna say that? I doubt it. So, you definitely look like you doing some I don't know that. How you get to play with the feds so much and keep coming back home? Wack 100 has some truth in that shit, like you working with the boys type shit, because the shit be iffy. You doing hot boy shit and it don't add up right. But he also in that boat with you because he's a dry snitcher. So I'ma chill, y'all. I definitely gonna break this down even more on my Have You Heard the Word segment. Trust and believe that, because it's a lot going on with this situation. I probably went over the 50 minutes a little bit, so I gotta let this shit stop right here. Y'all get the point, right? I hope y'all do. Especially if you already like and subscribe, right? But this is a Wavy News Break, and yours truly, as always, it's love. Till next time, Heartbreak.